Heads up, we say swear words and talk about dirty things, so make sure you're cool with that. Shapapaya da ba 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 ba. Shapataya da ba 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 ba.
Kyle.
Yeah.
That is our fifth and sixth episodes, and technically, an original airing, the season 1 finale. And I feel like you can tell.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was definitely a finale.
Yep. So we're watching in chronological order because I feel like that's the better way to kind of like consolidate all the characters, and there's different schools of thought on it. But I don't know. I feel like the first 6 episodes in chronological order are still a great way of introducing you to the world by giving you sort of like a mini movie in the first book.
Yeah, no, I can definitely agree that I have a decent grasp of what this series is trying to do. The only thing I want to voice before I gush about how much I liked these 2 episodes is I'm starting to become increasingly concerned that like this might be the high point for the series.
The animators went, oh, yeah, well, isn't this the high point? Let's reorganize it so you're introduced to these parts slowly. I think that I really like that you get this arc first, and then the rest of it is you're aware of what, because you see firsthand, this is what Haruhi is capable of. This destructive power can literally cause rips in space-time continuum, end evolution, and she can make the world as she sees fit. And so for the rest of the show, you're going to have Haruhi basically in the club and their situations, but you're aware, and sometimes you'll see it, that like, oh, we need to make sure that she's completely happy, or else we're going to have another scenario where we're in the other place with a giant shadow creatures. So it becomes kind of like guard watch.
Okay, well, do we still have a conclusive moment, or is this going to end on a fizzle?
So originally, depending on how you watched it, yes, it would end on a fizzle, and then they made the movie, and that's not a fizzle. Let's break it down. So episode 5 is basically exposition.
We get all of our time with fucking Kozomi. Like,
yep,
almost the entire episode.
Yep.
We do get a little bit with best friend character. Who cares what his name is?
I just call him Sam Riegel.
I do actually really like that they include him in, because especially with the rest of what this episode was going to be, we needed some groundedness in reality of like, well, Kyon, you hang out with the weird girl at school. Are you a normal school guy? I mean, sure, but don't get any of the weird cootie bugs on me that you get from Haruhi.
Did you notice that in the beginning, he also had another best friend? So therefore, just like Toradora, just like Evangelion, just like Gurren Lagann, just like Silver Spoon, it's those 2 guys.
Yep. But I guess Guy 2 was sick.
Guy 2 just doesn't matter.
Guy 2, who I can only assume had glasses.
Yeah, was voiced by Izzy.
Oh my god, yep. That's exactly what I picture. You have the cool friend who tries too hard to be cool, and the nerd friend.
Yep, who does it, who's just delegated
fucking
to
anime.
Yep.
All right, so
Koizumi.
Later on, Koizumi is literally waiting outside fucking Kyon's house. He's just like, hey, yeah, you know, the opportunity for me to use my powers came up, so I've just been waiting here. And Kyon's just like, is this some Haruhi bullshit? And he's like, this is some Haruhi bullshit. Get in the car. Why did that taxi come? Oh, you know, we never got an explanation for the taxi.
Now, do you think the driver was also an Esper? Do you think he was deaf? How is there no moment where the guy turns around and goes, what the shit are you talking about?
I can only assume that this is the kind of shit Japanese high schoolers talk about all the time.
Is that the cab driver for every weird anime? He just heard this before.
Yo, that would
that's a show.
That would be quite the show. It's just like oh god, I can't even imagine like just the weirdest shit. Like even just a Toradora episode. Like oh man.
This guy came in with his hair blonde, now he's leaving with his hair black. I'm very confused.
Oh man, I really didn't want to go near shirtless Santa this year.
All right, so Koizumi takes Kyon to a special place.
Very special. Out in the middle of fucking nowhere. But after talking about the most pointless bullshit for the very longest time, it's like, okay, we get it. She can create worlds.
Oh, you mean the anthropic principle? That the universe is because people see that it is. He even goes, I know I haven't told you anything yet, but I just wanted to make a simile.
I was not a fan of that scene. I was following it. I got the logic of it. And then once it was done, I understood the pointlessness of it.
Sure killed 5 minutes, though, didn't it?
Oh, my God. You think they would have learned, you can just put 2 characters in an elevator for a little while and I'll be happy.
No, but that's Nagato.
Ha.
So Koizumi takes Kyon to the rift in between dimensions, right?
Ooh, the gray world.
Yeah, let me fight these amiibo aliens.
Attack on Titan Season 3 is just getting weirder and weirder.
Yup. But we at least know that these titans are caused from Haruhi's stress and that they appear to take out damage, to take out anger on the city in the Rift world. And it's just kind of like this
women, am I right?
Uh-huh.
You know how they get all frustrated and make giant aliens in a pocket dimension that destroy everything.
Say hi to Kyle's family. So, yeah, Koizumi kind of shows a premonition. He goes, hey, listen, there's stuff's going to go down because this has not happened in a while. And Haruhi, when she gets bored, creates these rifts. Also, Haruhi is like weirdly confiding in you about her own fears of like not mattering.
I also like how in this episode he's like, yeah, if one of these spreads across the world, we just understand that would be the end of the world. We don't know why, but we do understand. And it would be really bad if that happened. And next episode, you won't believe what just happened.
Normal day turns into, oh, why are Kyon and Haruhi the only 2 in the world?
Oh, no. I mean, we get a little bit of the club room beforehand, but
yeah,
I got to say that whole part was not very I don't know, there wasn't much to it. Oh, yeah. we skipped over a big part of the last episode where Haruhi talks about her childhood.
Yes.
And we get the baseball stadium scene.
I feel like that's the crux of Haruhi's character and the show.
Where she feels small and insignificant as a human.
I never want to feel like I don't matter again. So everyone that I want to talk to and what I seek is superlative and so out there that it has to matter. And until this moment, no one else cared about what I wanted or no one else treated me like I mattered until Kyon asked me. Kyon is the first person to actually genuinely strike up Haruhi for a conversation instead of just writing her off as a weirdo saying, I'm going to get the Haruhi bug. He's the one that actually treated her like a person. It makes complete sense then when they go, Haruhi wished for a world where only you and her were in it.
Yeah, I do really like the beginning of that scene where Haruhi acknowledges that, like, Kyon, you're literally not reacting to this at all. What the fuck? We are in a gray world and we are trapped in our school. And you're just like, yep. Hey, did you see fucking Kazumi? No? Okay, never mind. I just thought he would be here. I'm not going to explain
dead,
why.
Huh?
Okay, let's break into the school.
What does Cinderella mean?
I don't know.
By the way, those ponytails.
By the way, Haruhi, I'm really into ponies. I mean, shit. And then he got punched by a giant. That was the end of the episode.
What'd you think of the fact that the thing to calm down sleeping god and make her recreate the world as should be is being noticed like that?
Oh, I mean, it was obvious that he was going to kiss her. But
it's down to the camera work. It's just completely on the nose.
Yeah, no,
but
it all has to do with that whole scene lead up. It's really good. Like the argument of like, no, I want to go back to the world we were in. She's like, why? This world is so much more interesting. And if we just wait till sunrise, I'm sure everyone else will show up. Like, what's the point? It's like, well, the point was like, I liked that world. And that's the world we're from. Like, why ignore the things that are around us when, like, surprisingly, they're really interesting too? Why just hide away in a little world of your own? Like, yeah, you can bring me, but what's the point if no one else is there? Everyone else will just be kind of superficial.
Yeah. And Kyon is the link between Kyon is the one reason that Haruhi's feeling tethered to the old world, is that, hey, this person noticed me and is the one other interesting person around. So I guess I'll stick around. And that's kind of what's going to keep her around for the rest of the show. So it seems.
And they play guitars, because that's the only other thing I know.
And I'm glad that that's true. So we are at the climax is done. So we're off for some wacky adventures next. So you think that it might taper off a bit, and that's your concern. What would you...
I mean, this was a really fucking good episode.
Yeah.
Like, and I can see why that they'd want this to be the last episode, because, like, I understand as a show what this is trying to do now, and this is what, episode 6?
Yeah.
And I feel like while I'm going to enjoy the rest of the episodes in this, because I love even pointless second seasons that'll keep with the main theme, but like it got its message across, what the show is trying to do, what the like how you shouldn't run away from the world around you and like try to like run after things that may or may not exist, and maybe the people around you are more valuable than you might think. And while it's easy to think you're insignificant and the same things are going on in just different places around you, like your life is special, and like you have like these incredible people around you, and you don't have to make them into like these incredible aliens or time travelers or people like that. And it's like sometimes the people around you are special enough as they are. And I feel like that's what the show is trying to do as a crux. But like maybe there's more to that, and I'm hoping the show has a little bit more to offer there. And I'm very interested in this movie now that you talk about it.
First off, couldn't have said it better. Second off, the books, they have big arcs, then they have small little side stories, kind of like, you know, like slice of life stories. And then they have the bigger
music
arcs. Now? That is what you're thinking of, is the school festival, one of the scenes. But the entire crux of those episodes is we have to keep Haruhi happy, because if she's bored, episode 6 is going to happen again.
Okay.
So if Haruhi wants
beach episode,
but like if Haruhi's like, I want these anime
Christmas
tropes,
episode,
yes, they have to happen. And if Haruhi doesn't get the present she wants, or if she doesn't win the sports festival, fucking giants are gonna come out. Kyle, I'm not kidding.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
plot of one of the episodes, is we have to have the amazing baseball team.
That's fantastic. They play baseball.
So the next episode.
Oh no! It's the next.
So we're on book 2, The Boredom of Haruhi Suzumiya. I think the second book was actually The Sigh, but we're on the next episode, The Boredom of Haruhi Suzumiya. And then after that is Bamboo Leaf Rhapsody. You know how I keep mentioning season 1?
Yes.
The chronology of the show is so warped that season 2 actually fits snugly in between parts of season 1.
Okay.
So Bamboo Leaf Rhapsody is actually episode 1 of season 2, but chronologically it's episode 8. So original airings, you would see little things in the background that would reference this. And then you would be like, oh what the shit? Oh, okay, here. That's the thing from the thing.
Man, Bakemonogatari really did take a lot from this, huh?
I don't know what that means.
Dude, you think what you're saying is confusing?
Oh.
The Bakemonogatari series are broken up and all have different names, and there's no numbers attached to them.
Okay, so it's like Sentai.
Dude, it's like Bakemonogatari, Nisei Monogatari, Bakemonogatari Season 1.
Great.
Fucking Koyani is in there somewhere, and then Oriwari, and then fucking, I I don't even know. The movies are in there in the very beginning.
Kyle, I'm gonna have to edit these words, and I don't know what these words are.
That was a really good episode of anime. Probably one of the better staples, and I can understand why this is as commonly talked about as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I can't wait to make you change your mind about Lucky Star.
Nope.